If I could, I'd be playing some epic finale music on a piano right now, singing some glorious, momentous lyrics to celebrate the final next gen Piston Cut Racer to be released from Mattel as a diecast. Jim Reverick. Now, of course, we have the disclaimer that we don't really think Mattel will release JP Drive, the Apple next gen Piston Cut Racer, so we're going to call Jim here the finale, and it's super exciting. Like, I really do believe there should be some sort of boss music playing right now. Like, this is so exciting. It's really not been that long. It's only been 4 years and then some since Cars 3 came out, and that is just about how long it took Mattel to release all the stock cars from Cars 1. But now we have to keep in mind that Mattel had all new stock cars to release for Cars 3, so double the amount of racers that they now have completed in pretty much the exact same time. So that's pretty impressive. So excited to get into this review, and I'm sure you guys are as well. And this also means I can now do the mega comparison between each generation, each era of racers. Yep, all three of them. I will be doing that video very soon. You guys have wanted it now for years, and I kept saying, hey guys, we gotta wait for Jim Reverick. The time has come. We're going to do it. So pumped for that. So stay tuned. Hopefully I can get that video out very soon. But anyways, we're going to dive right in here to the review of Jim Reverick and waste no time whatsoever. Now, he's from 2021 Singles Case L. This case is now being found at USA, Target, Walmart, and yep, AutoZone stores. I know I talked about in my reviews of Sarah Wilson and Mummy Luigi and Ghost Guido, they're also from Case L. I found both of those at AutoZone stores. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find Jim Reverick, but I did find him and Derek Williams, who's the other new car in the case back there, at a Target store. So I had to wait a couple weeks, couldn't find them at AutoZone, but now found them at Target. You guys also might be wondering, Disney Docket, like, why haven't you unboxed this case yet? Give Me Collectibles has not gotten it in yet. There's some sort of delay, but when he does, I will unbox it. But yeah, this is unusual because it really has never happened where I found all the cars I need to review from a case before actually receiving it to unbox. So it's going to be in complete reverse order, like literally almost exact reverse order, because if I got the case, I would have reviewed Jim Reverick first and I would have reviewed Sarah Wilson last. But this is how it happened. Derek Williams. I love the boring last names, Williams and Wilson, really in the same case, Mattel, whatever. Anyways, let's get on with it here. No more rambling. I like his artwork. Looks pretty good. Now, Tomica obviously released their version of Jim Reverick several years ago, and I don't believe they use this artwork. I think they just put like a picture of the diecast on the box, but you never really know with them because sometimes they do actually put animations like this on their little boxes. But if you want to see my review of the Tomica version of Jim, check out the link in the description below and card suggestion pop up in the top right hand corner. So this guy obviously is new for 2021, Desert Horizon background. He looks kind of weird in the packaging. Like, I don't know why. He looks very, what's the word? Like sepia tone. Like the eyes look a little tannish. They almost look dirty. I don't know why. Feel like I shouldn't be complaining about him before I open him up, but that just really kind of stood out to me. I don't know if all of them are like that. On the back here, obviously, as seen in Cars 3, and then we have a bunch of other characters from the movie. Kurt, Sterling, Vuzine Tractor, JD McPillar, Tailgate, Jimbo, and Taco. Is this Tailgate? No, this is Pile Up. I get them mixed up all the time, and you guys really hate me for it. Sometimes I do it to mess with you, though. But I honestly forget, though. I'm sorry. I don't know why. That's the two characters I just can't get down. But I remember all hundreds of the rest of them. But anyways, all right, I'll be right back with Jimbo all opened up. All right, so here is Jim out of the package, looking pretty good. Obviously, we're going to start with his appearance in Cars 3. I think he got some good shots. Now, most notably, in my memory at least, he was seen before the 4 to 500 even started, just kind of driving around all the haulers. So that is, you know, the image I will go and look for first, and then I'll go and look to see where he appears on the track. But yeah, let's get into it. This has been a long time in the making right here. I first want to say his decals are so shiny, like they're all pretty much metallic, especially when you get back here with like the blue and then this green as well. Super shiny. They did a great job, and it looks very secure. Like it doesn't look like it's gonna flake off like the metallic that they did on Steve Slick LePage, or even sometimes Chase Racelet's metallic flakes off. But that might be more of a China problem. Thailand, I think, does a better job with that. But yeah, you can see like the whites of his eyes look very dirty. I'm just gonna be blunt. I think they look dirty. Like even compared with his Vietnam Bobby Road test, you could see how much more sepia colored they look, which is just weird. But anyways, he's got a very nice expression. It's almost identical to the Tomica version. His eyes are just very narrow, close together, centered, looking straight on. And the difference is that instead of smiling, he is frowning. Kind of. The mouth is almost invisible. That's so weird. You can not even see the mouth that well. Huh, alright. So then you have carbon fiber there on the hood and a chrome decal. That looks so cool. It's like a mirror finish almost. Really nicely done. And then you have like a silver trim here paired with the cyan blue trim that wraps around. He's got black rims, which I like a lot. You don't see him on the next gens all that much. Like a lot of the next gens really don't have black rims. Most of them are colored. And this kind of mirrors Bobby Road Tester, who also has black rims. Again, now with the contingency sponsors, they also are a little sepia color. Like they aren't a pure white. That's what I'm trying to say here. Excuse me. I don't know why I got something in my throat. Piston Cup, Combustor, Carbon Fiber, and Synergy are the sponsors, but they are not very clear at all, sadly, which is kind of disappointing because I feel like they did a decent job on some of the recent next gens. Not really this one, I guess, but I feel like some of the more recent ones they did a good job on. Here's the first ever Thailand next gen, Chris Roman, in which they did a phenomenal job on it. Like, look how clear they look. It's funny. This is the first one Mattel Thailand was making a good impression, then they just completely have fallen off the face of the earth with this. Not very good there. Now it also says carbon fiber down there, but you can even hardly see it. I guess you can't really see it that well in the Tomica version. I guess you could see it a little bit better. Carbon fiber. It's just difficult because it's blue on blue. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that's very difficult to see. And then you have like these diagonal rectangles with some silver streaks intermixed in the blue there over the 67 number. Kind of a different take on it than Tomica. Tomica did like a mesh. Like see how it's like a netting there over the 67 and it fades? Yeah. Mattel did not go for that at all. I think the best part of him is right here where you can basically do a face reveal. I mean, look at hello. That's just so... That just shows how reflective these decals are. Really nicely done. You got the roof flaps there. Just kind of a gorgeous car all around. And now it looks like mine's actually in air because it has this extra blue stripe on the spoiler. That's so weird. Look, not there. Obviously not in the Tomica version. Right? No, it is. It is. What? Huh. It actually is. That's so weird to me. There's like a little additional blue stripe on the right side of Jim Reverick's spoiler, but it's not on the left side. That's very weird. I guess it's accurate to the movie though, because it's on both Tomica and Mattel's versions. It's good attention to detail though. And then you have the gas cap there. Again, super metallic cyan. Really nice. Continues here onto the back with the half blue, half green. It says carbon fiber right there. Again, not very eligible. God, that's not... Oh, that's better than this side, though. That's for sure. The fiber just kind of falls off there. Rookie racing stripes, though. And then here's the base. P29A indicates he was made in the 29th week of 2021 at the A factory. wherever that is, somewhere in Thailand. But yeah, kind of disappointing for me if I'm being 100% honest with you guys, which I always am. I feel like I should be more excited because, it's the last next gen. But honestly, I think he's overhyped, to be completely blunt. I think that a lot of the excitement and people saying like, oh, Jim Reverick's my favorite racer kind of derives from the fact that he is the last one. Like when I was younger, to be completely honest as well, my favorite piston car racers were like the final 3 to be released: Gaskets, Taco Mint, and 4-wheel drive. And obviously Taco Mint kind of stands alone because, he's literally like a candy car and he's still one of my favorites. But Gaskets and 4-wheel drive, there isn't that much special about them or that differentiates them from other racers. Like if No Stall and Octane Game were the last 2, they'd probably be my favorites as well. So it's just kind of like a subconscious bias that people have, because really this is probably not Mattel's best work if we're all being, completely fair. But yeah, all right, let's pull up the rest of the team here. Well, I guess I do have the mini racer, which is taking a beating. You guys know when I unboxed this guy, he was chipped to begin with, which kind of stinks. But the funny part is that his decals are clearer than the 155 scale version. Both are made in Thailand though. But yeah, look how much clearer that hood decal is though. Wow. That's almost more eligible. Wow. And there's the little blue stripe as well. They really are faithful and loyal to that additional blue stripe on the right side of the spoiler that just looks so out of place because it's not symmetric. And here's a quick little comparison with the Tomica version. Again, I did review this guy, almost 2 years ago now. I think it actually might be 2 years. I don't really remember. Oops, I'm sorry, guys. I think it actually has been almost 2 years on the dot. I'll have to check. Either 2 or 3. Can't be 3. Can't be. Alright. So yeah, Carbon Cyber is one of the new sponsors for Cars 3, so that's why we don't really have a big team for it besides the stock car Bobby Road Testa, who's one of the rarer, if not the rarest stock car from Cars 3, because he was only released in that Amazon exclusive 11 pack or whatever it was. But yeah, they look pretty good together. I do prefer Bobby. I like the vibrancy of his green and blue. But it's interesting though. They use the same exact font for their logos, same exact font for their numbers, except this has a depth to it. This one's just flat. Whereas a lot of the other next gens changed fonts when they became, modernized. But that might be just because, I don't know, Mattel was, or Pixar rather, didn't have any original content to go off of. They completely made Carbon Cyber up for Cars 3. And then, of course, we have the XRS Mud Racer version of Bobby. So, yeah, cool stuff. Obviously, this is what I always talk about this, like the blue and green next gens that just kind of dilutes the entire field. There's just too many next gens that are the exact same color palette, which is why I really wish that they, kept Shifty Drug, Sidewall Shine, Taco Mint, Retread, all those colors that don't really, aren't that prominent, don't show up all that often compared to this green-blue combo. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on Jim Reverick down in the comment section below. Let me know who is your favorite next-gen Piston Cup racer now that they're all out. Best of luck to you guys getting them. Remember, Walmart's, Targets, AutoZones, USA. I don't know where in Australia, but he's been out in Australia for a while now. And then I don't believe he's been found outside of those 2 countries, but hopefully soon. Thanks again for watching. See you soon. Bye now.